Welcome, and today I would like to discuss with you the electric turbine engine. 3D printed completely, from scratch. Everything done to a specific plan. And from the motor mount that holds the FlipSky 6374 190 kilovolt motor, all the way down to the planetary gear system, which I am acquiring aluminum gears for from PCBWay. They are not affiliated with me. I'll decide that when I get their gears and see how good they are. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We already know that we're going to move this entire gearbox system behind the fan and inside the ductwork so that we can actually get a more balanced center of gravity for the entire unit, plus free up the front end space and clean it up a little bit so we can run a different fan and increase the airflow. This target RPM is 35,000 RPMs with a maximum output thrust of around 55 pounds, if my calculations are correct. And we've gone through the calculations several times. It is moving a mass airflow of 0.665 kilograms per second. So we know that we are relatively close to the 55-pound mark at 32,000 RPMs. It's an 80 amp FlipSky motor. It is designed for torque because it goes on an electronic skateboard. That is what I'm banking on. Mainly because the 4-to-1 gear ratio puts a lot of pressure on not only the sun gear, but it does put some pressure on the motor. And so you can amp it over its recommended amps of 80. I think it's obviously built for more than that, because it has to move a human body on an electric skateboard. So knowing that hobby, you would think, well, that's got enough torque to spin that fan at a 4-to-1. And if it's only 55 pounds of thrust, then it falls within the threshold of what this motor can handle. So in the end, when this is finished, it will be a completed fan unit with a standard fan in the front that is not obstructed by any gearbox, and it will be CG balanced to where the entire engine is easily tunable. That's the whole idea. I want to make sure that it's tunable through any kind of flight controller you use, like a SpeedyBee F405 wing, which is probably what I'm going to end up using, and somehow incorporate the onboard sensor of this motor into that design, whether I have to use Arduino or some other way. But either way, that's where we're going with this. Once again, the electric turbofan